In terms of practicing agorism, there are levels to this shit. Practicing agorism can be viewed on a spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, you may have an individual who acts as an agorist on a basic level. Let's call this individual the low-level agorist. This could be an individual who accumulates cash tips without reporting those tips to the IRS, hence tax-free income. Think waiters, strippers, bartenders, etc. A low-level agorist may work jobs under the table, trade value goods or services for value goods or services, or run a side hustle, bringing in a portion of income without reporting that income. The low-level agorist avoids taxation where it is convenient and not risky, as we should all strive to do. But overall, the low-level agorist is still heavily taxed. On the other side of the spectrum, you have the full-blown agorist. Individuals who have figured out how to completely avoid being taxed. We will refer to these individuals as the high-level agorist. Having middle class or higher type wealth and being a high-level agorist is very inconvenient by design, and therefore these individuals are very rare to find in current time. The high-level agorist expends energy finding loopholes in the tax code as well as ways to hide income and expenses. This inconvenience is well rewarded by being able to keep all of the fruits of your labor and not be part of the tax cattle. The road to agorism starts with small steps. Start as a low-level agorist and slowly work your way up to a high-level agorist. Starting at a low level and working up to a high level is important to do. If you were just to decide to try to become a high-level agorist tomorrow, after being a part of the tax cattle for so long, you are more likely to raise eyebrows, slip up, and get caught by the IRS. By slowly and quietly inching your way out of the cage, you are less likely to be noticed than if you were to make a break for it and try to burst through the guards. So keep that in mind, and let's look at some examples of how to get started as a low-level agorist. The best way to start is to start some kind of side hustle. Something you're into. If you're into building stuff, gardening, growing stuff, start there. Hell, you could wash your neighbor's car for cash. The idea is to just get started on something where you're earning an income and not having any of it stolen from you. Embrace this. Not being stolen from is wonderful. I could list hundreds of practical ideas for starting out as a low-level agorist, but take what you're into and apply these principles. Most everybody wants to be an agorist and own all of their labor. They just don't know it, or they have just been brainwashed for so long. So take action. Start as a low-level agorist, and one day you can become a high-level agorist in the near future.